Good, happy Sunday morning, everyone. July 28, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire. Let's begin with your local news. First up, Concord death ruled a homicide. Officials search for person of interest in Massachusetts. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Pushed out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
State Police Major Crichton and Concord Police focus on the Crutchfield Building apartments in Concord, where the Attorney General's office says 64-year-old Marshall Villeneuve was stabbed to death in his home.
It's shocking when it's so close to home. I mean, literally across the hallway.
Richard Janess couldn't believe the crime scene that unfolded where he used to see his friend come and go.
Marshall was a good guy. He would never think something like that would happen to a person like that. Quiet guy, had his dog, went to work, kept to himself.
The Attorney General's office released images of a person of interest and a vehicle they believe to be connected. He's identified as 29-year-old Joseph Hanwright, believed to be in the Methuen, Massachusetts area. Police in that town noticed a vehicle matching the description out of Concord and attempted to pull it over. The car fled, parked behind a home. Police say a man and a woman took off on foot.
She was apprehended, taken into custody.
The man was not immediately found, sparking a massive search in the area of Jackson Street on the Methuen-Lawrence line.
Intensive search was done for the next couple hours involving K-9, Air Wing, State Police Air Wing, to attempt to locate that male suspect.
The victim's neighbor says he has seen the person of interest photos and believes that he saw that man walking into the apartment building with another person Friday night. At this point, Methuen police cannot confirm if the man they're looking for is the person of interest in the Concord, New Hampshire murder investigation, but they do say that their suspect is described as being white. He was last seen not wearing a shirt, only wearing one shoe. He should be considered to be armed and dangerous, so if anyone sees this person, they should call 911. That's latest live in Methuen, Massachusetts tonight. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Horse safely home after they were spotted galloping down I-93. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Two hours left and I'm finally on vacation.
I'm so worried for them.
Me too. A wild roadside roundup in Thornton Saturday. Drivers capturing this video of two horses galloping down the left lane of I-93 northbound near exits 29 and 30. But before this highway chase, these calm moments on the Pemigewasset River. A woman and her mother enjoying a nice day at the Pemi River campground until
these two women came riding down the river on horses and stopped to talk to us briefly, and then the horses got away. and took off up towards the highway. Somebody else that was in the river had given them a ride to look for them.
The incident getting shared hundreds of times over on social media as people hope for the best after seeing the video. State and Thornton police were called to the scene. One viewer sending us these photos showing the horses reunited with riders back in saddle, getting a police escort down 93.
Pretty concerning when they ran towards the highway anyway. We thought it was funny in the first place. We were like, oh, we don't see this every day, horses walking down the river, and never mind running up 93.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Crews battle boat fire near pier at Weirs Beach. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
And more breaking news tonight, this time out of Laconia, where crews are battling this boat fire. Take a look at the flames here. This happened on Lake Winnipesaukee near the pier at Weirs Beach. You can see the flames, thick black smoke going up in the air. Right now, there's no word on any injuries. We'll update you more on that story as information comes into the newsroom tonight.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Firefighters put out fire at Milford home. Investigation into cause underway. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Well, right now, an investigation is underway into what caused a Milford home to go up in flames. Firefighters were called to this house on Boulder Drive just before noon today. When firefighters arrived, there were heavy flames coming from the garage and first floor. No one was home at the time. Fire Chief Jack Kelly says despite the size of that fire, it was knocked down quickly.
We struck a third alarm just for the heat. We had I think 4, maybe 5 guys went down from the heat. And they were just treated right here on the scene from Milford Ambulance.
Unfortunately, they're okay. No other injuries were reported there.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Bystanders credited with helping keep Hampton fire from spreading. Let's go to WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez with that report.
A lot of people witnessed fire. You could see the thick black smoke from down the beach, the home where this happened. It's just a few houses down from the beach, but people saw that smoke and bystanders jumped into action to help firefighters keep these flames under control. Take a look at some cell phone video. It shows those heavy flames coming from the top floor of a Dover Ave home. The man who shot this video had run inside to make sure everyone was out before pulling out his cell phone. Despite some difficulties, crews were able to knock down that fire quickly before it spread to any surrounding homes, but at least one neighboring home did suffer some heat damage. Witnesses could hear popping sounds. Firefighters say there was ammunition stored where the fire was happening. Manpower and water were issues, but several bystanders, some who are off-duty firefighters themselves from out of state, knew what to do to help get water to the scene.
By the time we got out, the entire third floor was just up in flames, and it was just absolute chaos.
We had, I think, 5 guys from different departments in Massachusetts grab the supply line off the first engine, put about 400 feet out to the nearest hydrant,
got water supply for us to keep us going, which was a huge savings for us.
I saw the line just water come alive into the 5-inch line, and I grabbed a 2-inch hose on the side and one on that side and helped extinguish this side of the fire.
Now, the top floor where the bulk of the fire was did suffer some serious fire damage. The rest of the home will see some water damage. Right now, firefighters are looking to determine what exactly caused this fire, but at this point, they say it does not appear to be suspicious. That's the latest live in Hampton. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's go over to your weather. Weather right now is clear, 65 degrees. And it will be sunny with a spotty shower today. And for today, sunny early with isolated thunderstorms developing this afternoon. High around 90 degrees, winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 30%. And for tonight, partly cloudy, a straight shower or sorry about that. A straight shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 68 degrees. Winds west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And now let's go to sports. In sports, David Ortiz released from hospital nearly 50 days after shooting in Dominican Republic. Former Red Sox slugger released from hospital after shooting incident in early June. Former Boston Red Sox slugger David Ortiz has been released from Massachusetts General Hospital nearly 50 days after he was shot in the Dominican Republic last month, according to multiple sources. A spokesperson for the Red Sox confirmed that Ortiz has been released from the hospital. There will be an update on his condition early next week, the spokesperson said. Run to Home Base at Fenway Park celebrates 10th anniversary. Let's take a listen to that video.
The annual Run to Home Base celebrated its 10th anniversary today. The fundraiser supports veterans and their families impacted by invisible wounds like post-traumatic stress disorder and chronic brain injuries. More than 2,000 people, including nearly 300 active duty service members, took part in the charity run, which starts and ends at Fenway Park. News Center 5's Ed Harding emceed the event, congratulating runners as they crossed home plate.
Unbelievable. It's such a great event. We love Fenway, we love Boston, we love our veterans.
Over the last decade, runners have raised more than $19 million to support the free clinical and support services at home base.
Very cool indeed. And now let's go to your New Hampshire life. And let's take a look at your event calendar and see what type of events are happening today right here in New Hampshire. Volunteer Trail Work Day, 9 o'clock a.m. at Squam Lake Association. Tail Trail Mossy, 9 o'clock a.m. at Parentals in the Pines. Wild Summer Festival Rescue Zoo, 10 o'clock a.m. Animal Adventure Rescue and Family Zoo. Art Walk Week, all day at Canterbury Shaker Village. gigantic book sale, 11 o'clock a.m. at Auburn Safety Complex. Annual book and media sale to benefit Friends of Griffin Free Public Library, 11 o'clock a.m. at Griffin Free Public Library. And Fairy Festival, the Falls Historic Estate and Garden at 1 o'clock p.m. And those are events happening today, right in New Hampshire. Check out this article. Hot, get ahead of the heat on the seacoast. It is on the Union Leader, so check out the article. And let's take a look at the weekly schedule. The Red River Theater, Concord, New Hampshire film schedule, July 26th to August 1st. Let's take a look at that schedule. And here's the movies playing. Rocket Man in Lincoln Theater, Wild Rose in Stonyfield, Echo in the Cannon in Stonyfield, The Last Black Man in San Francisco in Cinemacheck, The Spy Behind Home Plate in Cinemacheck, and Castle in the Sky in Stonyfield. That's your weekly schedule at Red River Theater. And that's going to do it for this edition of Good Morning New Hampshire right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. See you back here later on today for Good Evening New Hampshire. Goodbye, everyone.